The views and opinions expressed on Live at the Barbershop are entirely those of the host, guest, and caller and do not reflect the opinions of Live at the Barbershop or its staff. Viewers' discretion is advised. The following podcast is intended for mature audiences only and contains adult contents, graphic language, strong sexual content, and a whole lot of shit talking. So in other words, get your kids out the room.
Live at the Barbershop with your hosts, Misha J, Aaliyah, Black Republican, and those two crazy Caribbean guys from the Q&N show, Norris and Q. And now, the man of the hour, Mr. HNIC, Mr. Sleep When You're Dead, Hustle Now, the Magnificent.
Yo, son. What's up with all that?
I was just trying to amp it up, you know, like...
Oh, okay, all right, yeah, I'm all right, I'm with that.
John, live at the Barbershop Podcast.
What up? Friday night, back, fresh in the flesh, Oktoberfest.
What's going on?
Yeah, what up? Going deep in today. A lot of things on the agenda for tonight. Man, I know you had the pleasure of purchasing that book.
Oh man, right out the fire with this thing, huh?
Yeah, I need to know what it sound like, what it look like, what it is, what it do, and all that stuff in between. Cause it's been buzzing. I know that's probably what the whole
premise behind it.
Yeah, the whole I was thugging, slinging dope.
Man, so this
thug
is
life
so
in it.
Do like a spoiler review or
Nah, it's not really a spoiler
Okay,
review.
I give y'all a couple nuggets from the book.
Yeah, a couple small little nuggets, but it's more in the sense of, is it believable?
Okay.
Did we see it coming?
Oh man.
Was this a red flag that he should have saw prior to or in between the mix of dealing with her?
Okay.
So these are the things that we're gonna really, really talk about. So not so much of put too much of the book out and spoiling it for other people that may want to purchase and things like that, but little nuggets.
Okay.
Little nuggets.
We could do it.
Then
I
on
don't know
next
how
book,
we would title this one. Huh? How would we?
the book. Keep your head up.
Inside of Worthy. This is an exclusive.
You know what I'm saying?
Mind up.
We could refer to a bunch of them. You wonder why they call you B? Keep your head up.
So we're gonna tell them what the book.
Yeah, the book.
All right. Yeah, I'll give you a little bit on it. Let's do these intros first, man.
Yeah. I'm your host for the night. My name is John. Sitting next to me is my man Q. What it do?
What's up?
Man. All right, sitting next to Q is my man Madness. What it do?
Yo. What's
It's
up, world?
fresh.
What is
In the building with us tonight, we have, of course, my man Black IT. He's in the building. What up?
yo?
This ain't Black Eyed Tea.
Oh, my God. Somebody told me he in the back room.
Oh man.
Okay.
Well, it's about damn time.
Okay. Bob's in the building. All right, my bad. Hey, somebody didn't tell me that, but okay, cool.
Yeah.
He in the back. So shout out to the rest of the squad out there. What up? So let's make it happen. Without further ado.
Everybody.
Oh,
I think you get a cut.
That's not Q. What up?
I'm raising up, baby.
All right.
Yeah.
all right. So
let's get into it, man.
okay. All right. So here's my take on it, right? If
Mhm.
if you're out there and you're interested in, let's just say, dating Jada,
Right.
the answers are there.
Okay.
If for whatever reason you need to stay away from Jada, the answers are also there. Okay, it's one of those things where it really wasn't a bad read, man. It
Mhm.
wasn't. I'm not gonna lie to you, dog. Like, I think a lot of people went into it to find more reason to hate her,
Mhm.
but I enjoyed it, man. I really did enjoy
Wow.
it. There's some fictional moments in there that I personally just couldn't make sense of, like, the drug trafficking
Mhm.
element of it. Got to put the air quotes, the drug trafficking element of it, because it's really not believable.
Right.
Without getting into it, I'm not gonna spoil it for you all. But she got robbed more than she sold.
All right, so
if that makes
let me pause it
if
out.
it's legit.
Let me pause it out right
Yeah.
there for a minute. So,
So the Oscars goes to
so
Jada.
let me take a sip for that one. All right.
Uh-oh.
So, all right, let me get the understanding. So she's in Baltimore, right? So we're
Yeah.
talking about BI.
Yeah.
So, 2-parent household.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
School of Performing Arts.
Oh yeah.
Not the typical street kid that had to hustle to survive or got entangled with the wrong crowd for the wrong reasons.
No. Definitely the typical
I see where it's at.
hood rat,
I'm just trying.
street kid,
I'm just trying to figure it out.
the lowest of the low.
Okay, I'm just
I
trying
can
to
give you
figure
that
it
without spoiling.
Because
like she's not the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
I've been
Let's
amongst.
put it there,
Okay. Well, okay. All right. What I'm saying is, okay, what is the reasoning for the hustling portion of things? Like, all right, we understand with Tupac, he did it once,
She like the bad boys.
and he did it because
I'm
actually
gonna do it this way.
She like the bad boys.
she don't like no bad.
In the words of Rick James, cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Okay.
Okay, so it was a lot of that going on.
Right.
She doesn't divulge the names of the products that were being used in the household.
Okay.
But there was definitely, some
A lot
drug
of
usage
partying.
going on.
Okay.
Oh yeah, in the house. No, not well. I mean, yeah, I guess it was a party for somebody.
Okay.
It was a nightmare for her.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, her childhood is rough.
Okay. Okay.
So
So
like I
okay.
said, without spoiling it, I'm still want to give y'all something
so
to look into.
She got some validations to it because we know how. Well, not everyone. I should say we. If you haven't been to Baltimore, if you haven't been in certain streets in Baltimore, then you really wouldn't understand
It's
what it's all about. Huh?
It's a tough city.
Yeah.
Baltimore. Yeah.
Baltimore, yeah.
So it's one of those two. I mean, you got Philly, you got Baltimore, parts of DC, Virginia. Every state you really go to,
you got that tough area.
Yeah. Every state. You go to Ohio, you got spots. You go to St. Louis, you got spots. So every state. It's not one more wicked than the other.
It does pop off. And then you got to remember now, Jada is tight size.
Right.
Okay. 4'11". She's been 4'11" shit since she was probably like 7. 4'11" since she was like 7, man. So she doesn't come from a background of hardcore hitters. There ain't no fighters in the family.
Yeah.
And then you frail. So
then let me ask you now, why you think now and not back then? Why we never heard it back then? Why we never heard it during the Different World movement? Why we never heard it during the Set It Off movements?
I think she's good at keeping stuff, man.
You think so?
She's good at keeping stuff. Maybe she's just
a couple million people out there right now.
Not right now, Q. Not right now.
Not right now. Not right now. But
we're hoping she was keeping this.
As Jonathan is saying, why not when those, the Fresh Prince and all of those, it never comes out. Like
like at this point now, is she at a point now where she just don't give a shit?
Watch this, right?
That's true.
How many people know about you, Q? Just one example.
That's true. Not a lot.
You see what I'm saying? But now you wake up tomorrow and there's a couple $1 million in your account, and you go out there and buy, I don't know, the most expensive car. Now you trending. Some random guy from who knows where pops up and he bought the most expensive ride. Like that's kind of how this thing.
That ain't cute.
That's kind of how this thing popped off. That's kind of how it was for her. Like she wasn't anybody worthy of talking about.
Jonice, what up?
Plain Jane. Not the GI, just plain Jane. Right. Okay, I don't need nobody trying to smack me in this mother. She was just plain Jane.
Right.
But she was a wild child. I will give you that. Like she's put it on interviews where I'm sure you all have seen this, where she says she was an addict. sex addict.
Okay. Now, I've never seen that, but
yeah, yeah. The one thing she doesn't talk about in the book is the sex.
Okay.
But she was a sex addict. Like she don't specify who it was, when it was, how it was. She just expressed it that it was a lot of it. So you kind of have to fill in those blanks.
So she leave that out the book.
Yeah.
But everything else.
Use your imagination.
Which is
bullshit. A bullshit.
Well, which is odd. So here's the odd part about it. So her and Tupac, soulmates, friends,
whatever,
never got together.
Whatever.
He's a I get around.
You know.
And she now you telling me that she's a, she's a
I get around.
What? No. She's a
baby thug.
No. What's the other dude's name? The dude that was mad at Halle Berry. Eric Benet. She got an Eric Benet problem. Remember, he's a sex addict also.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
I mean, I don't know.
So it's kind of odd that the two.
See, the thing with Jada is you have to ask yourself: is she on the market? Is she available? Or is she pissed off? Is she a bitter wife? Like we don't really know what her end goal is.
Okay.
But if she is on the market, she made sure that everybody that read the book know that she's very sexual. Okay. So it's like this is a selling point.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a selling point.
Imagination.
So all right, so let me ask you now, like I said, without going deep into it and spoiling it for everyone else out there. So what were the other things that kind of gave you that wow factor that made you look at her different from what we've been seeing with all the recent things going on?
Okay, now so everything in the book, the early days, high school, fresh out of high school, like when she was in that one school with Pop. That Jada,
performing arts school.
The performing arts,
right.
That Jada is the Jada that we seeing with all this extra stuff going on now. That's the toxic Jada. That's who she really is. That part, like the negative that I have with it is that we didn't get that sooner. We didn't get anything about Jada.
Right.
But she was wilding out a long time ago. Popping off in school, popping off in the neighborhood. Like she was
wilding.
A firecracker.
Okay.
And in the era, because you got to look at it like a lot of this stuff is dated. Okay, where we are today, time's a little bit softer. People come off a little bit more weird. There's a lot of weird stuff going on. Then everybody wanted that little slim chick, a little, fun size shorty that'll pop off. Even if she wasn't about nothing, you get to pick up on your shoulder and carry her out and whatnot.
Right.
It was a turn on.
Right.
People will lie now, but it was a turn on back then. Everybody wanted a Jada.
I'm not gonna lie, I did. I see it on different worlds. Like, who is that?
A lot of bad choices because of the idea of Jada.
I did like her attitude in different worlds. Like she had that little, out of all the characters that was on it, it was can't remember all the name, but I think it was like Dawn or something like that. I forgot what her name was, but it was the dark skinned chick that was the head of the dorm situation. Then she had the little goofy one that was the little goofy one that was always around. Then you had Denise Huxtable. You know what I'm saying? Like out of all of them, she was the one that every dude that I know was like, yo, we're not talking about 2023.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're talking about when different worlds started. It's a spinoff to Cosby Show for when Denise went to from high school to college, and when she went away. This is what we're talking about. When you got the Dwayne Wade and you got the Ron and all these other characters that came in, she came in as a freshman, and it was like, yo,
we gotta get these names.
Who is Dwayne Wade? Wayne, my bad. What I say, Wade? My bad. Dwayne Wayne, my bad. I don't know why I said Wade, but but
Johnson.
You know what I'm saying? But when we saw all the characters building and everything, when she stepped on the scene, it was like the attitude, face. She didn't have the Coca-Cola, but at the end of the day, she just had that raw.
She was hot.
Yeah, like who is that? Just because of her attitude. You know what I'm saying? So
think of that old Jada, and then you think of that T-Pain. backseat action.
And then
this was the thought process.
But then again, now when you seen her in Set It Off, that just solidified even more. Like, yo, she got a wild side
in her,
and a classy side to her, you know. And then, but you know,
no, it's toxic.
And now you got 2023. You're like, yo.
Well, see,
what was I thinking?
Like, we wasn't really titling anything as toxic back in the day.
Right.
Yeah. These are new terms.
She's
like,
bugging.
The word has existed forever, but we wasn't applying that to people.
Yeah, back
in
then,
the early 2000s.
It was she's bugging.
You know?
Yeah.
Shorties was burning down houses and all kinds of stuff, man. And it was just, she's just a little crazy.
Yeah.
You know.
But now is what toxic and
toxic. Now you need to run.
Narcissistic, toxic, psycho.
So she gives a few people flowers in there. Like she mentions Key and Ivory a little bit, you know.
Okay.
Vaguely, very vague.
Okay.
You get that they was definitely smashing vibe. Low down. Yeah. Okay. You get what's up with you? You get that vibe that there was a lot of smashing going on, but she doesn't really specify as to who all she was sleeping with. But Key and Ivory is one of those that had me like they might have been getting it on. You know, Dwayne Martin.
Yeah, I found that funny. I saw something posted with that.
In the book. Heavy in the
book.
All
right, so here's the thing that makes it so not giving the jewels away, but is she stating that she and him had something?
No, well, she states that they had a friendship.
Okay,
right? Like they was
because I saw something different where there was a list of people she dated.
Okay.
And I don't know if the person just put that in there just to.
Yeah, that's not something she discloses in the book.
Okay, because they had listed him, and I found it weird. I'm like, what?
Yeah, and see, I think it's one of those things where it's just the time spent. Like you always see the two of them together, you start thinking things. Not that you shouldn't, but she doesn't specify what was going on with them.
Which would have been weird because a husband and him was like, they got to the point where they thought the two of them was a couple.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I remember when that was being said,
With her,
we are not rehab.
With her, she was actually cool with Dwayne before.
My bad.
Like it's one of those things,
Right.
Like their vibe jumped off before Will came into play.
Okay.
She was in the early Tisha Campbell days, like when Tisha Campbell was just a girlfriend,
right?
Like before the marriage and everything with that.
Right.
So what's going on now? I'm looking at these comments real quick. My bad, y'all.
Scandalous than
anything else. Yeah. So like I said, for me, I mean,
that's where Tupac got his song from.
Could be.
That's something to think about. Now, for me, I looked at it, the book as a whole. It gave me the ratchet chick. It gave me the superstar celebrity chick.
Okay.
Classy.
Right. Well, you could tie that to classy. Superstar celebrity on some classy stuff. It also, as far as like acting, I tapped into the acting thing once. She's giving you the tips you need to be successful at acting.
Okay.
And how your team makes a difference. Like she gives Debbie Allen her flowers from a different world.
Okay.
And it goes a little bit deeper than that because even in some of the issues with Pac, Debbie was there. Like, hey, you need to do this. You need to address that.
But she's the book. How can you really figure out this book when she's such a good actress? To be separated for 7 years?
Well, yeah, 6, 7 years. Yeah.
And play that role so good, both of them.
But play the role as far as with him or with the public?
With him and with the public, saying we're all good. That slap he gave Chris Rock.
Jada Secure August.
It was focused on
I like that one.
It was focused on her, it was all focused on her. She was the one that let that happen. And she was saying as if I see an interview with her. She makes it seem like this was not, I was so surprised when he did that. I thought it was a part of the script.
I mean,
so it's a script.
Let's look at it from both angles.
They're good actor.
Well, let's look at it from both angles. Let's play devil's advocate with it. We can sit here and look at it from the outside in with the image that they have been portraying all these years as being
together.
That
This
it
perfect
couple. Right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Aside from their kids with the little whacked out stuff.
Yeah, the weirdness.
Everywhere, everything else before that was that they were the perfect ones. They
Okay.
came to the events
Poster
they
couple.
dressed alike.
Hollywood couple.
You know what I'm saying? All that stuff to a T. They're on a personal level decided we're not gonna put it publicly that you're doing your thing, I'm doing my thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then now these events come up, and if he's frustrated in life or he's at this point now where I can't explain why he's doing whatever he's doing. He goes up there and he does whatever. Then now her explaining herself and saying, okay, well, yo, I didn't know. It could be. It could be. I mean,
so I'm not gonna spoil nothing. I'll give you pieces that they presented in interviews, right? Leading up to the book. She mentions the slap as retaliation. Chris Rock tried to talk to her at some point in their initial separation.
Exactly.
Right. So
that nobody knew about, mind you, right?
So with Chris Rock now, and
hitting on her.
No, but here's the thing now. I don't remember when Chris Rock got divorced. I know it's a short time, maybe 2 years, maybe or something, 3 years the most, or something like that. So I would like to know the timeline when he approached her, which to me would commonly make sense when he was divorced and free, and when he probably assumed throughout the Hollywood grapevine that they were separated.
Okay.
Yeah.
That way he thought, well, hey, let me shoot my shot because I'm no longer tied to someone. I'm hearing she's no longer tied to homie. I don't know if he and Will was close.
Shoot my shot.
But
yeah,
I don't see Chris Rock being married and then approaching her,
trying to step out,
right? Knowing that she was still with him.
Yeah, I don't see.
But this is Hollywood we talking.
Right.
Shit.
Right.
Everybody's cheating, you know. Or wait, let me say that again. Don't hit the button.
Allegedly.
Yeah. No. Everybody's open in Hollywood, man. You got to remember that everybody's open.
What do you mean by that?
It's fair game.
Everybody's open.
So that's kind of how she justifies the idea of a possible slap. Okay. Will and Chris had tension because of stuff that was going on behind the scenes.
Okay.
Yeah, jealousy.
You know, and then she, I'm trying to see how to word it. She thought it was an act. At least that's how she expressed it.
We all thought it was too.
That's what she says.
We all thought it was.
She thought it was an act. I don't know. Like I said, for me, when it comes to acting, when she goes through her catalog, all the different things that she was tied into, it's like, damn, you know, for an up and coming actor or actress, this is something to read.
Right.
It's worth a read.
Okay.
The contacts, the connections that she made, it's like, damn, you know, she was cool with Tom Cruise and Keanu Reeves, and you know, you start finding out.
Yeah, I forgot Matrix.
Start finding all these things like, damn, I forgot about that.
I forgot about Matrix.
She was in the Matrix.
Okay.
You know, she was supposed to be the lead in the Matrix.
Okay.
Supposed to be. Well, yeah. So that's the interesting read, though. Like when you come to that part in the book and she's talking about the Matrix, interesting read. Because she was supposed to stand next to someone else in the Matrix.
Okay.
Other than Keanu Reeves. That didn't work out. I'll leave that for y'all. Check it out. That was.
You got me hooked now. I'm ready to go get it.
Yeah, the Matrix was some.
So there's a method to the madness, basically, with her.
So to double back and go into the whole Will element of it, she never wanted Will, and she expressed it over and over and over. And it's like, Urkel, get away from me. I've expressed it. I told you and your homeboys I'm not there.
So
multiple times, man. Like in his book, he kind of, which you never know who's telling the truth and who wants the attention.
So she lose her interest after them 2 kids.
No, man, she never had
an interest.
From the beginning.
She never had an interest in this dude, man.
Hey, Madness, you didn't talk about she wanted to be Steve Urkel, but then when Steve Urkel turned to Stefan,
But it's still
no.
Hold on. But what Will Smith turned into Mike Larry.
Nah. See,
that's crazy bad.
Again, without spoiling anything, right? And this is for the ladies out there. Will
You're a
Smith
damaged goods lady.
Will Smith could be 6,000 pounds, right? 6,000 pounds. Okay? He could be the worst smelling thing on the planet, and he's still Will Smith. It doesn't get any higher than that.
Sure.
This is Jeff Bezos status. This is Steve Jobs status. Like, you don't get any higher than that. So you ain't got to like him. You ain't got to love him. If you obtain that, it's like, damn, you locked in.
Yeah.
And see, at some point, she has that realization where it's like, damn, you know what? It don't matter how I felt about this dude. This is Will Smith. I got kids from this dude. Like, okay.
Hollywood, it's crazy, man. You see that one with Tyrese, the one with Tyrese and
Envy.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna get to that.
Yeah.
We're gonna get to that one there because I left that for the cream, the creme de la creme. Okay. We left that for the last go round.
I love that one.
But all right, so now in the book now.
Mm-hmm.
What I would like to know is did she mention how Red Table came about in the book?
No.
Did she
see, so I kind of want to look at it like this is a prequel and a sequel to Will's book.
Okay.
It's kind of like if you could slice her book in half and maybe squeeze Will's book in there. Will gave the intro to the Red Table.
Okay.
He said, you know, she was going through some stuff. She needed to have an opportunity to kind of like an open therapy session.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't think initially it was supposed to be for the money. It was just a hangout.
Okay.
You know, I get together with a couple other celebrities and we'll chop it up, and it's therapeutic to some degree.
Because I believe they shoot it at the home, don't they?
She
didn't mention it. No. Okay. I saw something before. So they had something on their compound because they have like a little compound situation, and she has like a section in the back area where that building itself is where Red Table is shot. Right.
Yeah.
So, all right. Anything in the book as far as mentioning how these kids are being raised? Some way the whackness came.
So going at these two kids, man.
Because yo, listen, I'm not too.
They're strange.
Right, so hold on, let me explain something real quick. I'm not too keen on Willow.
Okay.
Because I didn't really see it, but Jaden, I saw this little kid grow up, and it's like,
how did we get here? Huh?
Yeah, it's like, yo, what happened? Like,
saw
Pursuit of Happiness. I love that show.
You saw what you wanted to see, right? Which is a hard pill to swallow.
Yeah.
You saw what you wanted to see, or you saw exactly what they wanted you to see.
Because I mean, didn't these kids they broke off from them, right? Didn't they?
Yeah. I mean, in adulthood.
Well, meaning that at one point, I think Jaden, I'm not sure about Willow. I think Jaden filed for what is that thing called when they want to break off from their parents? Emancipate. You know what I'm saying? It's like so, and he said it was a lot of whacked out things going on. So
he's whacked out. Man.
Yeah,
like,
but
and again, this is by our standards.
But listen, like, for Charlie Chaplin to say something was whacked out, didn't you?
Oh man.
You understand what I'm saying? It's like, yo, something drastically wrong here.
Like I said, I'm not gonna spoil it.
Right.
People parent differently.
Right. Yeah.
You might have your son outside in the yard. I might tell my son, now we're gonna pay somebody to do that.
Right.
With them, they had a situation where they gave the kids the green light to kind of just
they had
be kids.
They had said
be whatever you want to be. Yes, they both have voiced that multiple times.
Right.
So,
yeah, we don't stop them from doing whatever they want.
The extra details on it, like she gives some about Jaden.
Right.
Like there's some good dialogue between her and Jaden that she discloses in the book. Kind of give you some insight on how he moves or why he moves the way he moves. But
he's the crazy.
It's man, we all crazy.
He's the one that he goes.
He's crazy by your standards.
Whacked out.
Yeah.
Whacked out.
Just whacked out. Yeah.
So overall, on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you give it?
I'd probably give it like a 9, man.
Oh,
that's a lot.
It was a solid book, man.
I gotta go. I'm on it. I'm on it.
Again, I'm not a fan of Jada.
Right.
I smash Jada given the opportunity. I don't know. I probably would. I'd marry her.
Yeah?
Yeah. That's where the bag is at.
Is this the dude who coached me last time?
Hold up.
I'd say no.
Wait a minute. Hold up.
2 doses of
Hold
that.
up. Would you marry her knowing what you read in the book or prior or not having any knowledge of what's in the book?
Oh, no. So if I had zero knowledge on who she was, again, and I'm basing who she is on what she wrote in this book.
Right.
Or paid somebody. Right. You know, it's 2023 now.
Or the AI did it.
Right. If I didn't have any of that, no, hell no. There's no way I would sign on to anything else.
So hold up. So you're saying now
the book gives you enough
to go marry her,
to think of her as.
Again, I'm gonna say it this way: the book tells you everything you need to know to stay away, everything you need to know to lock it in.
But you don't see the stay away.
Me, I see them all. But I'm considering, like, watch this. She's getting older now. She's obviously not satisfied where she's at.
Right.
Anybody can get it. Yeah, I'll be that anybody. You come on, baby. We'll figure it out.
Listen.
Open, transparent relationship.
Hold on.
This is the guy who coached me.
Let me hear this.
A few weeks ago.
Let me hear this, man.
I'm toxic. And what I should not be attractive to.
Okay.
We say no. Half the world
Jada
seems to hate Jada.
Watch
while Madness.
Watch this. This is the Oprah and Stedman vibe right here. Watch this. Jada is gonna allow you to do whatever it is you want to do as long as you leave her the hell alone.
Okay.
That's a different type of toxic.
Hold on.
That's not even, you know.
Hold on. Let me ask you.
Is whacked out. He's messing up.
So let me ask you a question.
Anybody else would have been having a real good time.
So let me ask you a question.
Will, that's my dog.
I know you're a fedora.
Fresh Prince for life.
You're a fedora for life, right?
Yeah, man.
Now, how do you get Jada? Do you go out and get the whole Tupac accessories as far as
and that's what I'm saying. Like with her, she breaks it down almost as if anybody could get it.
Okay.
It's one of those things, like she ain't overly complicated when it comes to picking a dude.
All right, so let me ask you the $1 million question now. So now you get married to her, buy a house with her, right? And let's say you come in, right? She got the house flooded with Tupac pictures all over.
Man. What up, big homie?
You know what I'm saying? Like you come in the front, you come in the front door, she got All Eyes on Me albums. She got, Me Against the World. She got all sorts of pictures everywhere.
So,
now, do you take that in the manner like, yo, she ain't over him still? Like, or do
not
you just
me, not that.
So
I'm like,
this book got dudes out here
setup,
falling. This book got people out there falling. Yeah.
Thanks for that damage, player. Thanks for all the trauma you put on this one, boy.
Listen, if you know
the real one for that,
to our viewers, if you know Madness, man, when it come on to that situation, toxic,
there's a different element here.
When it
Jada,
comes
get
out,
at me, Jada.
When it comes to Madness will let you know. Leave those toxic.
Yeah. So now my message to Will. Go ahead, step out the way, player. Step out of the way, player. Let somebody else play with that for a little bit, man.
Well, it looked like it's eventually gonna end up going that route.
And then who wins?
I think she's
who wins?
She's very, very manipulated. That's the reason. That's what's
keeping them from doing it.
That's what getting to you know.
No.
You read the book and get manipulated.
No.
Let me ask you now, how many times you read the book?
Nah, just one.
Just
one. I'm gonna read it again though. I'm gonna go back in and do it. I'm gonna double down.
Listen, man.
I knew you would.
Yeah, I'm gonna double down on it.
I knew you would.
I know he got that book at his bedside.
I'm gonna double back down on it though, man.
I have no problem with it. With Jada, it's just how people live their life.
Mm-hmm.
But she looks like that person manipulate.
Yeah.
Every dude.
I mean,
she have this dude. What is his name? The
Equal Opportunity. What up, AP?
What is his name? What she was having the affair with the
August.
Yeah.
Alston. Yeah.
Look what she had him doing, coming out talking like some crazy dude.
Nah,
She
man.
play with their brain.
Yo, she dogged them out.
She picks their brain.
You know, flip the script.
Nah. And see, the thing is,
I guess she got one more no.
if you go in broken, then you stay broken, right? Like I saw something, right? I told Sassy this the other day, man. Whenever you enter something with confusion, it ends in chaos.
Yeah.
This Jada and Will thing, see, the book gives you all of her confusion early on.
Yeah.
Right.
She was a mess, right? And this is me being vague. She was a mess. And this dude crazy, cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Come on, Jada, be with me, Jada. Come on, come on, come on. She was hitting him with the shoe fly.
Don't you think all of us been in that situation?
I don't know about all of us, player.
Speak for yourself,
Tell
Q.
me about it. Tell me about it.
No.
What up, Gil? What up, Jay? What up, Jay?
Listen, man.
Yeah, tell me about it.
No. we as dudes, sometimes we see red flags and we get the warning all the time. You said it a lot.
Oh, I've been there.
You see toxic and you see the warning, but you still go in. That's what I'm saying.
Well,
don't
see,
you think a lot of us
have
do
to
that
create an
as
episode for
dudes?
this.
A lot of us
specifically.
do that as dudes.
Right. See, here's the thing, right? And a lot of men gonna cap. Right? We're not.
Yeah.
There's no capping right
There's
now.
no capping.
There's a such thing as low hanging fruit. There's a such thing as the convenience smash.
Yeah.
Okay. There's that. I'm in a drought and I just need something.
Right.
Yeah.
This one been hitting me up. I've been ignoring her for a minute. Let me go ahead and double down on it.
And you're getting too deep.
No, not too deep. You get in deep enough. You know. But see, the thing is, a lot of men gonna lie about it. If you gonna keep it a buck, keep it a buck. Toxic is all right if it's just for the night.
Right.
You gotta be able to set boundaries.
And that rhymes.
You gotta be able to set boundaries, man.
And that rhymes.
Toxic is all right if it's just
for the night. I gotta get that
That's
tattoo.
it, man. We're gonna make it
But a lot. That's the thing with dudes. We go there with that intention,
okay,
and end up being family.
Family. I like
you gotta
that.
learn to stick and move, Q.
You on the air?
What up? What up? What up? Live on the air. What it do? What it do?
Yo.
Caller, you on the air?
Live at the barbershop. You're live on the air. What's the deal?
All right,
We lost him.
hit us back, player.
Okay, call back. Call back. All right.
It's the non-spoiler review.
What was the phrase you said about
Toxic is all right
So okay.
It's only for a
if
night.
it's only for the night.
So let me ask you a
That's
question
wrong.
now on the spinoff. Going into the straight fade situation now. We got an issue going on with a DJ Envy.
Okay.
Caesar Pena situation going on with the whole real estate situation going on, right? Simfield. All right. So right now, Pena has been arrested.
Yeah.
Toxic Night, yes. And
Oh man.
I want to ask y'all the question now, and I'm gonna ask everyone out there,
Okay.
even for the people that are not real estate experts, you're not a person that flips houses or do anything of that nature. Now, I'm gonna ask Q and I'm gonna ask Madness. Someone comes to you and tells you that invest X amount of dollars, you can get a 30% return in 6 months. 30% return in 6 months. It's not impossible, but for the amount that a lot of people were giving up, anyone that's in the business will tell you that you really gotta think it out with the individual that you're in. Now,
Okay.
next question. If someone told you that they were convicted before and did time for fraud, got released,
The same someone.
the same someone
Okay.
got convicted prior, did time, got released,
Yeah.
learned about this business called real estate and flipping houses,
Okay.
And they're in this business to make money. Okay. Oh, word. Oh, word. Okay.
Yeah,
We're going to
stop
jump
playing,
into
Gil.
that.
Stop playing.
Okay.
Man.
Yeah, Gil playing.
You know what I'm saying? Live on the air. Hold on. Let me pause that for a minute. Live on the air. What up? What up?
Oh,
You lost him again? Okay. Okay. All right. So hit him.
we got about
See
20
if you
more
can
minutes.
call him
in,
back.
so-
You got call ID on that. Sit there. All right.
Yeah.
Would you invest in someone that was previously convicted for fraudulent activities? That's the first thing.
Okay.
Nah.
Like, would you invest money with someone that was convicted for fraud
Yeah. I'm listening.
prior?
Mhm.
Like, would you go in on an investment? How would you take it? You would take it like the man did his time. He came out. He's reformed. Let me try something. Or would you say, yo, lepers. Like, I'm good.
You got a cue or you want me to dive in?
You would have to sit, do your own research, and wait to see the result of others.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I could not just go in.
Okay. All
No.
right. So madness.
Player. Wolf of Wall Street.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan Belfort.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan was convicted.
Rebound.
Right? If Jordan was to holler at me and say, man, I got you, man. 30, you said 30% in
6 months.
You're in.
Yes.
Jordan, man, first I need you to teach me all the ways that you had before, right? Because I got to find the flaw in this theory.
Mhm.
And then we're going to run this thing, player.
Okay.
Yes, Gil, do your research.
My issue with it, well, let me say it this way. He's telling me up front that he's been convicted for fraud. Right? It's an honest man here. Man. I respect the honesty.
He doesn't want you to find out that yourself.
Yeah, so if you're going to come to me with that, and then we discuss the numbers and you like 30%, 6 months? Yeah.
You're in.
Jordan Belfort, yeah, the way he was running so many different operations, man, and it was all cash transactions.
Mm-hmm.
And he was telling you the whole game, like, hey, man, the IRS ain't gonna like this, but it don't matter because we eating, you know?
So, all right, does anyone really understand what a Ponzi scheme is all about? A Ponzi scheme.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So you understand how the Ponzi scheme is?
Yeah.
Basically, hand in hand, Rob and Paul give to Peter type situation. So, with the development of this whole situation, and here's the thing: there's so many things that's going to spawn from this one situation.
Yeah.
Because in the radio world that I was in for many years, there's a thing called payola.
Okay.
I don't know if a lot of people out there are familiar with the term payola.
Break it down.
And what it is. So payola, basically. So you had paid advertisement.
Mm-hmm.
You have paid things that you actually go through the accounting department, the advertising department, where if you want to promote an artist, you want to promote a party, you want to do these things, you go through the department. There's an account rep. Set up things, you pay for it.
Yeah,
it's done correctly. And there's payola. Payola is under the table situation. Like, listen, I'm gonna give you, like, I know, all right, allegedly, and I'm not gonna mention some DJs out there, but I know this for facts for some DJs. Some DJs, what they do, they get their homeboys. I mean, homeboys that come through. So now, if I'm a independent label or something, and I got an artist and I'm sitting at a table with you, I might say, yo, how much it's gonna be for me to get my artist going? You might say, yo, look, I need some new shoes on my car, you know what I'm saying? Or something. Or I need this and I need that. Yeah. So you send your homeboy to come pick up. So technically you're not getting your hand dirty. You understand what I'm saying? You're not getting your hand dirty. But in the whole sense of it, it's still payola. So now this is another thing. Yeah. All right. Hold on, let me see what AP saying. Payola is the reason why we got sexy red all over the say no more.
Crazy, man.
So that's the thing with the payola stuff. If people can remember when Cardi B was mentioning not too long ago when she was paying a lot of DJs to play her stuff as well. That's a form of payola. Soliciting DJs program directors, on and on and on.
Yeah.
To promote.
Okay.
Yeah.
Spin your things more than the average. Different things of that nature. So technical payola word record.
Oh, man.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that to me is gonna be another situation that somehow pops up in this whole situation that's going on between them, because all right, so with Envy now, he's trying to moonwalk out of this thing by saying that I had no idea what was going on here. He and I invested in one or two things, like a school, like a Umar Johnson situation. They invested in the school. Okay. I hate to say it like that, but the school never came to fruition. You know what I'm saying? Like for one whole year,
Norris, don't listen.
It's been something like there was an investor that said that he invested 200 and something thousand, right? So his money was supposed to be going to the construction portion of things if they run low. Yeah. So he's the reserve. So if they run low on funds to get the rest of this thing going, his 200,000 would be the reserve, right? To come in and say, okay, we need this to get going, and contractors and blah blah blah, on and on. So now, Envy now fails to realize that your platform is the only and the number one reason why all these people are investing in this guy that they don't even really know
nothing about. Yeah.
And he's trying to moonwalk out of this thing as if, yo, I don't have nothing to do with this thick dog. You have everything to do with this. Because the mere fact that you have a platform like the Breakfast Club that is syndicated throughout the United States and being streamed all over the world. I've heard people calling from the Philippines, okay, saying that they're on the Breakfast Club right now. So that goes to tell you the influence you have. So when you bring a guy on here now stating that he's flipping homes in parts of New Jersey,
and you're a part of
that is belly up at this point, and saying that we can rehab these things and not cause it to go into what we know now as
recession.
No, not even recession.
Foreclosure.
No. Gentrification.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? And then when you have other people out there that's taking out loans against their homes, you have a guy on there that won a lawsuit that put up, I think, almost $1 million or something like that. In total, they have 17 plus million that's gone with multiple investors, including some entertainers, some DJs. So the thing with it now, for him to say really that, hey man, I ain't got nothing to do with that. You fail to realize, yes, you do. You're the main contributing factor of why these people decided to put their all into it, because you're on a nationally syndicated program. So they're thinking to themselves, this cannot be anything else but legit. Because iHeartRadio is backing it, because they gave you the okay to have this dude on there multiple times. 2, you're a known DJ on there. So if anyone is going to be trustworthy, it's going to be you. You understand what I'm saying? Because we know where to find you. You know what I'm saying? We know where you live. We know where you work. We know all of these things. So this guy got to be credible. These are the problem. So now his partner get locked up. So he gets locked up recently. And so anyone knows the difference between a criminal complaint and an indictment?
Criminal complaint?
Yeah. There's a term called a criminal complaint. So there's 2 different ways they can execute this situation to get this person behind bars, to just get the ball rolling, basically. Criminal complaint and an indictment.
Let's hear it.
All right. So the criminal complaint is what they use normally to get the ball rolling, to just get the person locked up, to just basically say, okay, he's in custody. we can start the process of good cop, bad cop, pitting him against the next person, and then see what we get out of it. They have a 10 to 14 day period before they can indict. So the opposite portion of it is an indictment, which is a full of saying that we are fully charging you for this crime.
Yeah.
So with them doing that now, it's basically to shake the tree, get everyone scared and say, "Oh snap!"
Yeah. See, I don't know. It's not gonna end well for any of them guys, man. Like Envy is. I heard him. I want to say maybe 3 days ago now, and Charlamagne was practically telling him to shut the hell up. Like, yo, man, you spoke to your attorney, and he said not to say nothing. You ain't got nothing to say, player.
He's on the show.
He was on
mentioning his situation.
Yeah, his conscience ain't right now. Man.
He's saying basically that he's not out here to rob anyone. He never robbed anyone. He is out here to teach his community how to flip homes and different things. Again,
you messed up.
Here's another factor that people got to look into. If the feds is coming in, they definitely got something.
Yeah.
They got something. They rated iHeartRadio.
99% conviction rate.
They rated iHeartRadio. They didn't go, we're not talking about his home yet. The radio station where you work, and they confiscated items, computers and different electronic things. So when they got to your place of work, they got something.
And those guys don't move until they got something.
And the thing with it, again, don't get me wrong. The pay scale can vary, but the lifestyle that he lives, and I'm not saying it can't be, but yo, man, he's not the greatest. Lavish, he is not the greatest DJ out there in the world.
Yeah,
but you are like above and beyond
player.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, is he a rapper now? You know, this is where, is he an actor? We dealing with a Will Smith over here, man. What's going on?
And this is prior to this happening. So what we don't know what was going on, because this thing has been going on from 2017. We're in 2023 right now. We just hearing this portion of it now.
And it just come to fruition. That means
they gonna all
they'll
go down,
be building something.
All right. So now,
or they all snitch on each other. I mean, it's
it's America.
They all going down, man.
You know, and
Q, let me ask something.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to get somebody and you want to lock them up, or you want to, hey, let me just arrest him right here and right there, right now, or you going to build a case against him?
Yeah.
It's going to take 5 years. Okay. All the paperwork.
Well, see, that's the thing. Now that you mentioned 5 years,
that's
the next thing now why I think the feds, aside from Tony the closer exposing everything, shout out to him and shout out to believe it or not, Star Buckwild. Star was like had his foot on homie's neck. You know what I'm saying? No matter where he will be hit with civil lawsuit. Oh yeah, facts on that, AP. Facts on that.
But when you get that civil lawsuit, gotta pay up that money.
I mean, all right. The civil lawsuit is dead. That don't necessarily mean they're gonna pay in the long run. You know what I'm saying? Like they can get a judgment against them, but it take years before you even see anything. But
those civil lawsuits, they like to drag them out.
Man. So
if I got more money than you and I just drag it out.
That's it.
At some point, you ain't gonna be able to pay your attorneys to keep coming to court, man.
But going back to what Bob was talking about, the 5-year situation. Again, I think the feds probably jumped in because they know that statute of limitation is like really coming close.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they really hit him for wire fraud. You know what I'm saying? And wire fraud was the main thing that they got him for. It wasn't so much the Ponzi scheme half of things. It's the fact that he's commingling a lot of the investors' money. And then they probably watching the fact that the lifestyle, the lavish lifestyle that they're all living.
Yeah. And
trying to figure out now, because this dude had actually came on the Breakfast Club and claimed that he's 50 mil deep in, meaning that
DJ.
he himself acquired 50 mil worth. He said, I think he said he had 3,000 units. 3,000 units, 3,000 doors, which would mean your units.
Wow, that's
you know what I'm saying? So with claims like this, the public now are gonna look to say, well, yo, this guy got 3,000 units, 50 million all for doing this. Envy's promoting him on numerous platforms, numerous times. It's not like he just came on once or twice. Like off the radio, they still pushing it. Then you're talking about the Jacob Javits Center. You're talking about like big arenas where you're filling these things in with people with hopes of you helping them do the same thing you're doing to get out of certain debts, to acquire wealth for their kids. You had a guy in Jersey that invested $350,000. Okay. Then the man passed away. And now his father is taking on this legal situation now to make sure the guy's kids
get that bread,
to get the bread back. Which God knows if they're gonna get it back.
They're probably not getting that back.
They're trying to say that eventually in the long run, they're gonna probably seize some assets, sell it to try and give back. But we don't even know if he got 17 million in assets. Because you know, when you go out and you buying and you flying, that's like the dude from Africa. What's his name? I forgot what his name was. What's the dude name in Africa? The well-known dude that was flying all over the world and he's scamming people around. He just got locked up. The African dude, man. Everybody knows. Yeah, man. I forgot his name. It's like you might say Hush Puppy. Hush Puppy, right? Yeah. Hush Puppy, ain't it? Yeah, it's Hush Puppy.
Man, I have no clue what you talking about, Black.
Hush Puppy, man.
He was Haitian.
Huh?
He was Haitian.
No. Nah, he's African, man. Wow.
Bobby's some fool. Not that one.
No, he's right. It's Hush Puppy.
Hush Puppy. You know what I'm saying? It's like the same situation like that. Where
my bad. Bro, when I see this article, man, like what type of news y'all watch?
Yo, I'm telling you, it's been everywhere, man.
It was an Instagram.
Yo, the dude is like telling people, like, yo, I'm about to fly over to Italy to go eat some clams and come back to Africa.
Famous scammer.
Oh,
like, yo, the dude is doing some stuff where you're like, yo, this dude got to be stupid. Like literally, he'll come on there and be like, hey, I'm going to fly to Italy to go eat some noodles and come back, you know, on a private jet, come back just for lunch. And he's on the jet, and you're like, oh, stop. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man, stop it.
Do?
Got locked up. You know what I'm saying? So you have two different. So back to this again. So you have a 5-year situation on the statute of limitation, unless the person is a repeated offender on the same situation. So with him being locked up for fraud
before,
they might be able to extend that situation if the statute of limitation is coming to an end, or if it already came to an end.
Okay,
you understand what I'm saying? So now, so you have a regular subpoena and you have a grand jury subpoena. Anyone understand that whole makeup with that? Between a regular subpoena, I gotta ask if anybody.
We don't be on the other side of the law like that.
So
man. You got to break this down.
You got to ask certain people. They know the status.
So a regular subpoena, right, is just basically subpoenaing the person and say, all right, look,
like what you get to go.
You can go to go tell and
serve,
right,
just
a
serve
position. All right. So now with that, if a regular subpoena is handed out to, let's say, a bank to basically trace the funds, to see where the money's been going, to trace the money, as they would say, the bank has I think a 60 to 90 day situation where they have to tell the bank account holder that the feds came in and they want to know what's going on with your account. Okay. So with a grand jury subpoena, that's dead. Like the bank can't tell them anything with that. It's just they go in and go get everything, so that the feds can go in. They don't have to notify that account holder that feds is coming in and come look at stuff.
Wolf of Wall Street joint.
Basically. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So when you look at all of these things now, and you say that the feds came in, they raided they already locked homie up. They raided the
American Gangster.
They raided your place of work. Mm-hmm. Okay. Sooner or later, trust me, a lot of things are gonna start coming out. And then on top of it, I think homie Evie just bought a brand new house not too long ago for like some crazy amount of money, 17 mil or something like that.
What's that? What's at the radio station, man? Like, why are we raiding the radio station? Dog? Like, y'all could have put them resources. But
here's the thing now.
Computers.
So here's the thing now. They might want to see. Remember now that interview that we saw years or months back or whatever with Pena and them being on there.
Okay, yeah.
They might actually have a full version that wasn't edited, where they're talking about certain things off camera that got caught. Let's say,
okay,
or things that were mentioned that wasn't put in the actual thing that the public saw that they can go and research and see what's up. They may have been emails that came to the radio, say like, look, I'm downstairs, or my assistant is going to bring the thing up to you, or something of that nature. You don't know.
Yeah.
So with that now, anything that has possession of envy, if he has an office or something like that, which is probably what they went after, is to say, okay, we need the computers, the laptops,
I get it.
Any phones that was issued to him or anything of that nature, just to go through it all to see if there's evidence in there tying anything back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not so much to say that iHeart itself, but now let's talk about iHeart now. Moving forward, this is going to change everything. Moving forward now, this is going to shit on anything and everything of that nature of you coming to promote or to help anything close to this in a community that needs the help. Because the legal department is going to be rewriting so many things in iHeartRadio in their contracts for these people now that it's going to be crazy.
Or they just put AI in there.
I mean, that's another thing too.
DJ anymore.
That's another thing. Well, all right. So like Gil posted, shoot that back for me. I gotta go research. This must have just dropped. Like Gil posted something saying now they're looking for. All right, I see it right. iHeartRadio just posted they are looking for a new host.
It's not true.
Okay.
No, he might be messing
I don't know. Hey Gil, hit me and let me know if you're dead serious or if this is something that you know. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, what that say? I guess so. It says five. Look, hold up. See that right?
They're not gonna be able to see that.
Okay, but all right, let me read the first. This coming straight from iHeart. All right. Find your next opportunity here. The Breakfast Club Morning Club host. Apply.
Wow.
Okay. Oh. Hey, press apply for me. I'll take that job.
Go ahead and sit down with Charlamagne for a little bit.
I'll take that job. Rashard used to live not too far from me. He from Shadyville. What'd that tell you?
See, I had to tell him, like, I don't want no paycheck though, man. I had to do it on the fly. I don't want them paying me for nothing.
Yeah, hey, one word for you. Yeah. Subpoena. Say it.
Hey, listen, man. For all my man, for all my peoples over there over in Shadyville. Everybody from Queens know where Shadyville is, right? Everybody that know what the deal is. Hey, yo, it ain't called Shadyville for no reason, okay? But love and respect to everybody from Shadyville.
This man here. Hey, say good night, man.
Q, say it. Say the word. Say the word, Q. Say the word, Q.
We're closing the shop up. We go ahead and shut it down, dog.
So listen.
You gonna talk about that
thing? So listen. So on a closing with that situation, who was on there? Trying to remember the guy that had the interview. Somebody that was on there that made a good point. We made the point here before on the show, the same thing. That because of celebrity status, many people now are not researching or doing any due diligence or figuring out or see stuff. Now that all this stuff came out in the open, thanks to Tony, thanks to Star and some other people, they actually drove to some of these properties and realized that these properties has either been sold or Pena had already owned them. So let's put it in layman terms. You have your vehicle and you come to Q and you say, hey, I got a vehicle outside. It's a 2000 blah, blah. If you invest 200,000 in it, I'm gonna rehab the vehicle, sell it back for X amount, and I'll give you 30% on top of what you gave me. You start doing the math, and you're like 30% on top of 200 and something. Word. And how long? 6 months.
Mustache,
okay. No.
All right,
all right. And you saying this DJ here from here is the one that's endorsing it, so it gotta be solid. Legit. Okay.
Yeah, that's the thing.
But what people not realizing,
celebrity, no research you need.
How you gonna really? You already got the property. You see what I'm saying? So it's like there ain't nothing to really invest in, because at the end of the day, you already acquired it. It's a done deal. So the money that comes in now, man, it's not nothing for you to really go ahead and rehab or do something. You haven't done nothing with it, and then you sold it. So there's nothing for me to flip back and give you. All it is now, I'm gonna take whatever you gave me and give that dude his cut. If I promise him the 30,
yeah,
you see what I'm saying? So now he's satisfied. He go spread the word to somebody else, and we repeat the same process again.
Started getting,
and they keep going around. So now I just find another spot, and on and on and on. So that's all it is, really. You know what I'm saying? So that's it. All I'm saying to everyone out there, look, do your due diligence. I know everyone has the Ralph Kramden situation. I don't know if anyone's familiar with Ralph Kramden, the honeymooners.
Yeah.
His wife always said, yo, you gotta get rich scheme. You gotta get rich scheme all the time. He's always trying to find a way to get rich real quick. You know, and there's really no get rich quick scheme out there. You gotta work hard for it. You gotta do your due diligence. You gotta research. Same thing when it came to.
Yeah, you got some easy ones.
No, but I'm saying, or you do that, or you marry Oprah.
That Dubai stuff. Hey.
Don't forget that Dave Chappelle skit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you gotta break it.
But at the end of the day, you still gotta do your due diligence on everything, man. If it sounds too good to be true, it is exactly that. You know what I'm saying? That is exactly that. So a lot of us out here, I know we're trying to get through this recession. We're trying to come up. A lot of us trying to get the bag and all these different things. So I'm not even gonna lie. I felt for a couple of these things. What was the thing called? The fire and Earth, Wind, and Fire situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, I felt for it. I'm not gonna lie, because now you're looking like some of your people came through and told you, though, they got paid off for it. You're like, yeah. And you're like, yo, I'm in the jam right now. Let me get something too. So you throw something in, but then that's when it folds. So at the end of the day, do your due diligence and just, if it don't sound right, if your skin is crawling funny, if you're getting that little voice in the back of your head, chances are, it ain't right for you. So I would just tell everyone, like, just be cautious with everything and just hold on to your money. Actually, if you could pause out from partnering up with anyone, try to do it yourself, man. You know what I'm saying? Just try to do it yourself at the end of the day.
In business and relationship.
Relationship is your thing. I'll take the business thing. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm saying you gotta do your research.
You gotta do your research at the end of the day. Relationships
let me know how it's working out for you, man.
You gotta do your research.
Let me know how it's working out.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I want to say something before
go ahead.
I want to give a shout out to, I don't know if I'm saying it right, Shay. I think that's Michelle Dominic. Tune in.
Okay.
Yeah, and before we leave, I just want to say something about that. I'm feeling real strong about domestic violence, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's never. I lost a friend recently, and it's never. You can't win when it's violence. You can't win. There's no winner.
Yeah.
In that domestic violence, you gotta just know that you gotta go. You gotta start. Do what you gotta do. I don't know how to say it. It's but domestic violence, man, it doesn't matter. There is no winner in that situation.
I agree.
There is no winner. Situation. It's crazy.
I agree.
On that note, I gotta do the same thing like you. Like let me give a shout out to all the heads that family members that passed away. So shout out to Marvin Sims, Gary Nobles, And my man Al up in Brooklyn from in the 90s. We love you, man. Most definitely. Big Pat, Uncle Pat, the whole squad from in the 90s. It's a sad time right now, that we're losing some good people, man. Some real diehard people, man. Shout out to Al Gilman, Gary Noble, and Marvin Sims, man. We love you. Oh, shout out. Oh, also our family up in Atlanta, Georgia. Richard Blake. Yo, we love you, man. That's another good family member that we lost recently. So shout out to the Blake family. I love y'all, man. Al, Uncle Pat, the whole squad in Brooklyn. Same thing, man. So yo, rest in peace, man. And may God guide you guys, man. I know you definitely made it up top. So when it's time for us to meet up again, man, just have the whole, like Tupac said, have the whole thing rocking. You know what I'm saying? So yo, I know you're a guiding star for life. And Dre, definitely, grandma, for real. Dre, Rondell, and the whole family. Same thing here, man. It's all family over here. So R.I.P. to everyone, man. And I know these people are upstairs, man, enjoying it, man, enjoying the presence of God right now. So rest in peace. You know, the family love you all. We all love you all. May God rest your soul, all right? So to everyone else out there, man, cherish the people that's next to you. And just live life, man. Live life. You only got one life to live. So please do live that, man. Get off that couch, man. Go out in the world and be somebody. All right?
Go out in the world and be somebody.